Hey everybody, Ben here from the Bonehead podcast and welcome to Tournament Talk. We are looking at potential tournament rosters for all of the teams that have been spoiled in the Blood Bowl 2020 rulebook. Hopefully next year the world will reopen, everything will be safe and we can tournament the heck out of the world, and those Goblin coaches out there are going to be absolutely gagging to get to the pitch because the team got so exciting in this edition. So we're looking at rosters. Every Blood Bowl tournament ever known to man has been different. So what we're doing is we're looking at 1100, so 1.1 million, and 1200, 1.2 million builds. Now the reason we're doing that is because I think 1100 is going to be the cheaper end, and 1200 is going to be about right, maybe a little bit rich. You're going to be able to flex these lists a little bit up or down wherever you need to. So what we're doing is we're just giving you some ideas of what you might face or what you could run in a tournament. As for skills, we are looking at some of the top choices. Again, every tournament tends to be different, so I don't know what the skill package is likely to be, but we will call out some of your top picks. So let's get started with Goblins. And first up, we are looking at 1100 here, and we're looking at pure Goblins. So all in 1100. This roster comes to exactly 1 million. 2 trolls, a pogo, a diver. Okay, so that's your one turn touchdown team already right there. 1 hooligan, 1 chainsaw, 1 fanatic. So we've gone big on all the fancy goblin positionals. The only thing missing here is the bombardier, the bomber. 7 goblins as well, 3 rerolls, and because they get half price bribes and you're playing at 1100, 2 bribes here as well. So that takes you bang on to your tournament spec of 1100. It gives you 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players all in. 2 of those are secret weapons, which is why you've got 2 bribes. So it gives you the opportunity to foul the heck out of people, and if you get caught out, keep them on the pitch. That is why the hooligan is there. So historically, the hooligan was a complete waste of time. Now, it's pretty great as far as the team goes. It gets Dirty Player plus 2. And it comes with Disturbing Presence as well. So you end up with a piece that's actually very useful on defense. So the Hooligan 65k, 623 plus 6 plus 8 plus. Standard Goblin, a little bit worse at throwing. Dirty Player plus 1. Disturbing Presence, Dodge, Right Stuff, Stunty. So it still does all the Goblin stuff. It just has Disturbing Presence and already comes with Dirty Player plus 1. So you can do a lot of jiggling with the costs and with these builds. If you want to take the Bombardier, you can. You can swap it out for any one of your positionals. You could drop a Goblin, you could drop a reroll, then use Leader to get that third reroll, to get that Bomber in. This was just, you know what, you've got enough craziness here. The problem with the Bomber, even though you can give it Hail Mary pass and have a really great time, is you can move or you can throw, and if you do throw, you lose the ability to go for the one turn touchdown. You may not want pogo and diver at the same time, but I like having both. It maximizes the it's useful to have a spare because one of them is going to die. So skills wise, the trolls, you can take strong arm on them for throwing, but block, guard or brawler are all really good combat skills. So the trolls can throw your guys, they will need to be assisted. But remember, the primary goal of the troll, unless you're throwing, is to be on the line or to be in the brawl, to hurt stuff, and to survive. Every troll you have will keep goblins safe for generations. But, but realistically, the benefit of the troll is that it's going to be knocking stuff down. It's got Mighty Blow, so it could be a good bit of removal there. But if not, you've got a Hooligan with Dirty Player plus 1. You've got Chainsaw, who can come along and mop them up with Fouling. And your 2 bribes are going to keep you out of dodge. So Pogo, if you're going to take a Pogo, you can look at the Sprint skill. I don't think it comes with Sprint. I think it comes with Dodge, Pogo Stick, and Stunty. So Pogo Stick means it's going to be leaping everywhere on a 3+ forever. Sprint is going to make it faster. It's already movement 7. Love that. Maybe Sure Feet. Up to you. You could go for a double and use the Pogo as your ball carrier. It's got the highest integral movement. So if you are playing Goblins and you intend to score some Blood Bowls, Sure Hands might not be bad on a Pogo. You may find a better way to spend a double. There's just crazy things you can do with Goblins when it comes to double skills. But sure hands on the pogo with movement 7 could be very useful to hand off to your diver to get that one turn touchdown using swoop to go the right direction. And on the diver, giving it dodge doesn't come with dodge, really doesn't come with dodge. Right stuff, stunty swoop, and catch will help you with the one turn touchdown play. The hooligan comes with dirty player, so you want to be fouling with this guy. Give him sneaky git so he can escape being sent off a little bit better. The chainsaw, dodge, sneaky git, dirty player on a double if you want. It's just going to help with the foulings. Dodge is always really good. Now, one thing we don't see enough of with chainsaw is chainsaw blitzes. So it is a stunty player. If you take dodge on it, it means it's going to be 3+ running into anything. And then all you got to do is not roll a 1 on the chainsaw kickback, and you've got a really good ball sacker. To be honest, you just blitz in there, chainsaw a dude, the ball pops out. You don't even need to roll dice. Your strength 2 means nothing. So dodge on the chainsaw for that purpose. Pretty damn tasty. The fanatic. I love the fanatic. You've got 2 trolls, so you've got strength. 2 trolls plus a fanatic is a nightmare. Just watch my game against Ian on the channel. Oh man, the fanatic. I had to take it out. Cost me a troll slayer essentially. Mighty blow. Or block if you want to spend a double on him is just going to make him awesome. Block will help keep him alive. Mighty blow will stop the others from staying alive. So great combos there. 7 goblins. If you've got spare skills, you can take a bit of sneaky git. You can take a bit of dirty player. This is probably one of the teams I wouldn't worry about kick. It's a use of a double, and a double can be spent better on any of these other players. But I don't know. If you want to, go for a double on a wrestle. Go for break tackle to get your guy 2+ dodging everywhere. There's a lot of stuff you can do with these guys. This roster comes with 3 rerolls, and you've still got the cash for 2 bribes. So when you want to take this up to 1150 or 1200, it just massively opens up what you want to do. Do you want to take an extra bribe? Do you want more goblins? Do you want an apothecary to keep your key positionals alive? You have so much flexibility. This is why I'm so excited about goblins in tournaments, is because this roster here, you've got a chainsaw, you've got a fanatic, you've got big guys, you've got throw teammates, you've got group fouls, you've got a dude with a loudspeaker on his back just disturbing the presence. It's wicked. This team is brilliant, and it starts at 1100. And it just gets better because these guys have lost... Okay. These guys have lost some star players of old. Nobbler Blackwart, the chainsaw's gone. Fungus the Loon, the fanatic, he is gone as well. And Bomber Dribblesnot, the bomber. They're not very creative. He's gone as well. For now, we've seen some art. I think there's going to be some kind of star player almanac or something coming. Come on, come on. Anyway, you've lost that, but you've gained Hackflem Shuttle Spike. You've gained him and Glart. Don't overlook Glart. But Hackflem is 180 for a strength 3 gutter runner with 2 arms. No, wait, way more than 2 arms. Extra arms and 2 heads. So this guy is boss. So this build here is Goblins Winning. Okay, that's what I should call it. Goblin wins. There's no nonsense here. This is goblins trying to win Blood Bowl. You've got 2 trolls, 1 diver for the throw teammate, 1 pogo for the throw teammate, hooligan for disturbing presence on the defense, plus that cheeky bit of dirty player. So, because, you know, trolls knock people down. Hooligan wanders across, might as well gang foul someone. If he gets sent off, he gets sent off. You got 7 goblins to back that up, and you got a 12-man roster plus Hackflem, who is movement 9, strength 3, agility 2+. Hackflem does so much stuff. Hackflem now means that your goblin team can deploy, can do some goblin stuff, move up the pitch 4 squares, and then on the next turn score that touchdown. And if that goes wrong, you've got the diver, you've got Pogo that can run around doing absolute nonsense. This roster comes in at 1070 as well, which means you get a huge amount of flexibility. If you want to just drop a Pogo and then take 3 extra goblins. Yeah, maybe 3 extra goblins. You might be able to do it. You'll be able to take a couple of extra goblins. You can build up your reserve. But realistically, this is all about Hackflem Shuttle Spike. And at 1100, man, that is going to be a lot of fun. You get the option to chuck in a chainsaw, maneuver a guy, and take a fanatic instead. You could even drop a troll and take both the secret weapons. I don't recommend that because they will be gone. This roster is real interesting. And when you buff it up to 1200... it just gets better. Imagine adding 130k to this roster. What would you do? You could do anything. You can do anything you want. You can take a fanatic and a bribe. You could take a fanatic and a chainsaw. Just insanely good fun. So if you are a Goblin coach that is there planning on winning the Stunty Cup, this roster is going to give you some good wins, I think. But Goblins are not designed to win Blood Bowl games. They are designed to have an incredible amount of fun. They love fouling. So fouling for fun, we've got the Black Gobbo here. So this roster is designed for 1200. Again, so much flexibility with what you want to do with this one. But you've got the Black Gobbo, who is 225k, I think. And basically, his secret power is that he is a bomber, he is a stabber, he's not secret weapon, and you get to foul twice a turn if he is one of the people fouling. This roster is all about fouling. So on the plus side, you've got 2 trolls, you've got a pogo, so you still have that cheeky one-turn touchdown option. You've got the Hooligan there, and the Hooligan is there for Dirty Player +1. You've got Disturbing Presence, which should be good for defense, but the Hooligan is one of your great foulers. Chainsaws, not going to bury the lead here, guys, but Chainsaws, very good at fouling. Then with the costs, you've got an opportunity to take a Diver if you want to score more, or a Fanatic if you want to murder more people. You've got 6 Goblins to back him up. The downside of this is you've got 2 rerolls. But you're a Goblin coach, you've probably got a double. I don't know if Goblins can actually take leader, but if they can't, you're going to be down on your rerolls and down to just 2, so it's going to be tough. Goblins can take passing access. There you go, guys. That's it. So 2 rerolls. You can take a double, take leader, get you that 3rd one. You've got 2 bribes. This roster is 1075, so you've got a bunch of flexibility. I like the Hooligan here. It is expensive at 25k more than a Goblin, but it comes with Disturbing Presence, which is kind of a free roll useful skill, and that Dirty Player. So, I don't know. There's a lot of flexibility you can do here, but this roster, as it is, gives you bribes. It gives you many, many fouls. It gives you a Chainsaw and a Hooligan who've both got that. And when it comes to skills, you can give Dirty Player Sneaky Get to the Chainsaw, Sneaky Get to the Hooligan to get you away with it. You've got a lot of flexibility and a lot of just absolute murdering. This Goblin team will not win, but it may sweep the deck. Trolls are going to knock stuff down. If you go for the Fanatic is absolutely going to knock stuff down. So can you imagine that? Just destroying a team with Trolls and Fanatics and having the Black Gobbo wander up and foul, as well as the Chainsaw or the Hooligan. This is going to be horrible. This is so for you guys out there that absolutely want to pound in fouling. This is definitely the roster for you. And because it flexes up and down, I don't know, you can take this at 1100 with no bribes. You can take it at 1200 with 2 bribes. 1250 though is going to be your cheeky sweet spot for all 3. And last but not least, it had to be done. 3 big guys. We've lost Ripper, okay? We've lost Ripper, so that cheeky 3 troll build is gone for now. However, we've got a wonderful stand-in in the way of Grack and Crumbleberry. So this roster comes in at 1180. You get 2 trolls, a pogo and a diver for your throw/kick teammate scores. Hooligan there, Disturbing Presence, a bit of fouling. Goblins always want to do that. You can drop him, and if you did, you'd be able to take 2 Goblins instead because you're only at 1180. So if you want a bigger bench, you can do it that way. You've got a Chainsaw because you have to take at least 1 secret weapon, Goblins. Come on. I know if you're running the Hack Phlegm build, you don't really want to, but Chainsaws for the win. 7 Goblins as well, and 3 rerolls gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15 players. 15 players. So you may even be able to sell a couple of Goblins and take a Fanatic or something. Again, massive flexibility. But the benefit of this roster is 3 big guys. Oh yes. On top of that, the Halfling that comes with the big guy has Sure Hands, so it's actually going to enable your throw teammate because that Sure Hands is a free rolled reroll. So Sure Hands, hand off to the Diver who you may have given catch to, but if not, you've got the reroll just to take it. And you can kick stuff too, so you can throw with your trolls. You can buy a Bombardier, lose a couple of Goblins, take a Bombardier. You can throw that, lose 1 Goblin, take a Bomber. Great fun. You can throw the bomb and then kick a dude with Grack. He doesn't even need to be Crumbleberry. It can be anybody. It can be a Pogo. It can be a Diver. It can be one of these poor Goblins. I like the idea of this roster. And you'll see with all of these Goblin rosters, they're all very different. The first one is just generic Goblins doing generic Goblin things. Then you've got Hack Phlegm, which is going to be one of the more competitive lists we've seen for Stunties in a long time. You've got Grack here with 3 big guys, throw and a kick in the same turn, and a load of Goblin stuff because they get a ton of stuff at 1200. And the Black Gobbo just fouling the heck out of the world. There are more star players for you to explore with as well. There's Glart, who is a big bit of a bruiser. He's only strength... is he strength 5? I think he's strength 4, you know. Strength 4, but he's got, like, claw and stuff. So if you want a bit of that, you can take that and fit him into any of this. Yeah, strength 4, 195k, so a little bit cheaper than Grak. Get an extra 500. And you can take Varag as well. Varag is very expensive at 280, and I don't think there's any kind of synergy there. Hackflem, you get a serious scorer. Grak and Crumbleberry, you get more muscle and more throw teammate, and with the Goblin, you just get more fouling. Varag just brings a really lovely model, and strength 5, but at 280, you lose a lot of stuff. So maybe Varag. You can go with Varag Goblins. You can drop a troll, and he can be your second one. It could be great, but I think you will have more fun with some of these other rosters. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Goblin tournament rosters going into Blood Bowl 2020. There's so much variation. There's so much exciting list building here with Goblins, and I think it's going to get even more because we saw, if you look at the Blood Bowl art on the Blood Bowl website, there is the picture of Fungus the Loon. So we could see a return to the star player Goblin teams. And he's got Night Goblin Hood as well, which is pretty wicked. Anyway, let me know what you think of these rosters, which ones you're going to be planning, and always just put your lists in there that I've missed, because it's very exciting to see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for more tournament rosters.